My husband can't stop using ChatGPT. Originally he got it just to help with work. He does a lot of spreadsheets and it made sense to automate some of his more tedious tasks. He told me he cut the amount of work he had to do in half. Then I found out what he was doing with all that newfound free time. "You really should start using it," he said. "Why?" "There's nothing with my job. Not for work. There's just so much knowledge. It's really opened up my mind. I'm making discoveries." He wouldn't say what he was discovering. Too sensitive, he told me. Just that it was big. That was when I started noticing the changes in him. My husband had always been laid back. I don't think I've ever even heard him raise his voice. He started to grow on edge. Not sleeping well. I would catch him looking out the windows, suspicious of cars driving by. I would try to use my computer, but the internet was off. He had unplugged the Wi-Fi tier. He grumbled. They could be monitoring us. Who? Them. He would spit. Eventually I knew I had to get to the bottom of this. I sat him down, begged him to explain what was going on. What was he doing on the computer for 9 hours at a time? He grew teary-eyed. How couldn't you know? Know what? We've been married 15 years, and you never knew I was the chosen one? What does that mean, baby? I'm trying to understand. I was chosen. He talked about interdimensional beings. He was talking to them through ChatGPT, a government conspiracy to suppress his discoveries. The CIA, FBI, they couldn't let him achieve his potential. He sounded unhinged. Then I made a mistake. Said something a bit too bluntly. Baby, none of that is real. ChatGPT is just making stuff up. His face became bright red. He grabbed a nearby vase and threw it at me. It shattered on me. I was bleeding, panicked. I ran outside and drove away. I got 4 stitches at the closest emergency room. I was driving to stay with my parents when I got his text. Come to where I work. I will prove to you all of this is real. I called the police and drove to his building downtown. I parked right in front and waited for an officer. My phone dinged. Look up. That's when I heard the scream. That's when I heard the splat. I rushed out of my car to see the mangled mess that was my husband. Bones splintered. Blood spattered. He had fallen 15 stories to the concrete. I couldn't understand what had possessed him to do that. Later, when I went through his computer, I learned he'd been convinced he would fly. That it would prove everything he believed was real. But none of it was. It was all bullshit. A stupid fucking AI made it all up and he believed it.